Nigeria has released a World Cup playoff squad list, and let's take a look at it. As expected, Nwabali Stanley is there, Obaso Jeremaz, and the return of Maduka Okoye. Who starts in goal against Gabon?
Well, for me, I think Eric Chelle has, voiced out publicly about his support for Stanley Nwabali, despite his errors. I mean, that's notably against Lesotho, that game where he dropped the ball and all of that. But I think, just like I said, Eric Chelle has sounded support for him. I think he's still going to be the one in goal. But Okoye Maduka is a good one for a test for him, because ever since he also got back for Udinese, he's been impressive for them, and so the coach of Udinese also stands behind him. Right,
and people will say that you don't change the dynamics of a team if they are winning, at least despite his mistakes. Eric Chelle has not lost a qualifier or any match at all at that. So probably we might still see Stanley Nwabali starting.
Yeah, but the issue is that with that is that whenever we are calling for selections and all of that, we call on merits, based on your performance. And I can't maybe totally fault him, because when it comes to club football, Chippa United's goalkeeper Nwabali, Chippa United are in the best form in the South African League. They are terrible, relegation contenders. They are even last. They are bottom of the table. While Udinese, they found themselves mid-table in the Serie A, and Maduka Okoye, who has also been impressive, even in less games. I know clean sheet is not a metric for a goalkeeper, but the save percentage, Maduka Okoye has more. So, if purely by merit, I think it should be Maduka Okoye starting. But then,
all right, let's go. Let's get our defenders on over. We have Ekong, William Troost-Ekong. We have Calvin Bassey, Bright Osayi-Samuel, Onyemichi, Bruno. Now, Shemilogo Ajayi is expected. Of course, he will be missing the first match. If we do qualify, if the Super Eagles do qualify, then they're going to play the next one. Chidozie Awazim, Sanusi Zaidu, and of course Fredericks, who a number of people have doffed their hat for, considering his most recent performances for the national team. Defenders, what do you think about
this?
Not
at all, but I think maybe I wouldn't say they didn't have enough time to maybe look for more names, because I'm sure a lot of Nigerians won't want to see a certain Troost-Ekong, even though he's the captain. They want to see him.
You can't be looking for new names, though. You have to carry the team that as it were. So that's why
you have to carry the team that's going to negotiate for you. But when you're having players that selecting into the national team, it's brings up something in Nigerians that we should be looking for more players. But then I think the inclusion of Calvin Bassey and Benjamin Fredericks, I think is a good one.
All right, now people have complained about our midfield. Now this is where we lack quite a lot of numbers. We don't have so many bodies in the midfield. Could Eric Chelle have done a little bit more when it comes to invitation of players? Maybe look at the local league. We've always spoken about that. Looking at the local league, yes, we know Al Hassan Yusuf, what he did in the last AFCON, a great player. That was, for me, that was one of the discoveries of the tournament for us. Umwedi Karafe, know what he can do. Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, not that to speak. We're not seeing that same Wilfred that we saw 4 or 5 years back. I mean, that time when you had a comparison with Declan Rice and all of that, and of course Alexander Iwobi. Could we do more when it comes to the midfielders?
Of course we can. I think, and it depends on where the creativity is coming from. But I think if you look at the way Super Eagles have a play, I think the creativity comes more from the wings this time around, and where we have the likes of Lukman Ademola and all of that. We're going to talk about them later. But Iwobi Alexander is, he's an integral part of Super Eagles, whether we like it or not. He's been doing so well, even at club level. And also, good news is that Rafael Onyedika is also back. After a timeout, he came back with his Club Brugge, and now he's also selected. And Frank, I think it's just the regular names, but then
regular names. Let's move to the forwards.
Other players.
This is where we're heavy, forward heavy, and all of that. There is no. I think there's nothing to talk so much about.
Except for the debut.
For the
inclusion of
Olakunle Olusegun.
The Russian-based Olakunle Olusegun, and also for Chidera Ejuke, who a lot of Nigerians have also been calling for him. His performances for Sevilla have been absolutely fantastic, and his club mate to Akko Adams also back. I think a good squad, the regular faces to negotiate the game against Gabon.
All right.